Hello, my name is Iben From. I'm the director of the Art Center Silkeborg, and I'm proud that today we can present a big exhibition with a selection from Rik Reinking's collection, which we did in close collaboration with the collector. The result is a very, very interesting exhibition that presents a number of artistic approaches represented in the 60s and 70s, concept, minimalist, pop art. But then the collection leads up until today, the youngest generation of internationally orientated artists. He includes street artists in his collection. He collaborates very close with some of these young artists, being only 30 years today. And they have been present here in Silkeborg and did new works for the show. And this really makes the show very lively, that you can walk around and study, experience meetings between expressions that maybe existed when you were young, and meet what's going on in the international art scene today. So I like to say welcome to anyone who like to dig into the time of art or the expression of art in our own time.
It's not just showing artworks, it's also have the connection to the artist.
Be in the art.
Be in the art 100%. That means, and also have lots of discussion and dialogues with these artists, bring them together. And I like it a lot to see what's going on. If I show an artist from China together with an artist from the US, and both are now working together in South Africa, or maybe an artist from Japan and another artist from Switzerland are actually working in France. So you see, through the collection, these people know each other, and starts to feel that there is a connection in the language of the art, and they become friends.
Yes, sure.
And start working together, or start helping each other for projects, or maybe it's like, yeah, you see that the whole time. You see that these artists are. It is a network, yeah. Yes, if you are not interested in the collection as a storage, if you're more interested in the collection as a living moment, it is a very strong network.
For me, it's a really interesting aspect to bring my work I did on the streets in the room, in a public space, but indoor, and to see how it works with this transaction.
That's my work here. It's an installation. It's a kind of kaleidoscope, you know, that you have a tube where you look in. Yeah, you just turn the tube and you just create completely a new picture. Because of the different levels and of the different combinations, you get a totally new constellation of meaning and existence. So this is what I'm playing around.
What I did was, you know, I was trying to paint the sky, and in this case I remembered these photographs of Thomas Ruff, who was making photographs of the sky, and I took one of his photographs, and what I did was just killing every star in it. What I used was just black ink, and I erased 58,084.
Outside of the exhibition room in the park, or rather on the doorstep to the real world, we find the Real Life Lab, where I tried to collect different positions towards the art of life, or rather to find examples of where ordinary people lead their lives in an artistic way.
Ich bilde jetzt nicht irgendwie eine besondere Form nach, die ich mir vorher ausgedacht habe. Es ist weder irgendein Gegenstand, der da abgebildet wird oder sich darauf projiziert, noch eine innere psychische Struktur oder so etwas. Also ich versuche das immer so ein bisschen zu vermeiden, dass es sich allzu eindeutig symbolisch lesen lässt. Mich interessiert natürlich mal daran, dass es sozusagen gleichzeitig auch Bild wie Skulptur ist.
The installation shows the explorations of Dr. Livingstone
in the jungle of things. So it's about adventure or the imagination about foreign countries and all that things coming into my flat. And the installation is built out of loops, 8 loops, for example, here. And so it's coming together something like a sound installation as well.
As a visitor, as a regular visitor to this place, this is one of the best exhibitions I've seen on Silkeborg at all. It's an exhibition that has a very large amount of works, kinds of works, young artists, old artists. I think that brings it all together in one way, and it's telling that art is a universal language.
Art is an international language, but how different it can be. So, and the same with this generation dialogue. If you have here in the space a wall drawing by Silhouette, a wall work by Lawrence Wiener, and a wall work by Bruce Nauman, and each of these works are from mainly from the 60s, like the Rauschenberg piece, it's from 71, and you have this together with artworks which are from 2008, already done here.
Call it what you like. It's also to invite the audience to feel good again, to be able to be a part of it. If you want to call it something else than the art historian, than the institution, then it's okay. That's a part of things.